You guys got your okay. All right. Check. Good. I just have a nervous looking face. I'm calm on the inside. Oh, actually. Good afternoon. We will begin the ceremony in a few minutes. Please make your way to your seats and take a moment to silence all personal electronic devices. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Before we begin the formal portion of today's ceremony, please enjoy this video presentation from the class of 2025. Please bear with us for a moment. The ceremony will begin after the resetting of the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Southern Guards Battalion Army ROTC Spring 2025 commissioning ceremony. I'm Cadet Catherine Sullivan, and we are pleased to have you in attendance to share this memorable occasion with us. Please rise for the entrance of the official party and the graduating class. Please remain standing for the national anthem, followed by the invocation by Lieutenant Colonel, retired Patrick Devine, U.S. Army Chaplain. Lieutenant Colonel Devine.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we begin today with reverence and gratitude, acknowledging first that all authority is from you. You alone ordain times and seasons, raising leaders for your purposes. We thank you for these men and women whom you have called to a high and weighty task, not only to serve a country, but to sacrificially serve those you will entrust to their leadership. May they see this commission not as a mere duty, but as divine stewardship, entrusted to them for your glory and the good of our nation. Grant them steadfastness of mind in the truth, strength of heart in adversity, and a love for others that reflects you. Let them lead with integrity as they defend with justice, and let their lives be marked by willing sacrifice, servant-hearted leadership, and unwavering dependence on your grace. Bless this ceremony now and all those present. We ask in your holy name. Amen.
Please be seated. Ladies, gentlemen, families, and friends of these soon-to-be commissioned lieutenants, good afternoon and welcome. Lieutenant Colonel Devine, thank you for that thoughtful invocation. Please allow me to introduce the official party. The host of today's ceremony, Professor of Military Science, Lieutenant Colonel Nicole Dell'Acchio. Our honored guest speaker, Colonel Retired Reginald J. Bostick, Wofford Class of 1988. Dr. Nicole Waters, Provost of Gardner-Webb University, and the 11th President of Wofford College, Dr. Naif Samhat. We are honored to be joined today by Mr. R.J. Gimbel, Vice Chancellor of the University of South Carolina Upstate, Lieutenant General Retired Kathleen Gainey, Brigadier General Retired Edward Donnelly, Rear Admiral Retired Harry Rittenauer, Navy Captain Michael Sullivan, Provost Tim Schmitz, Dr. Bobby Cox, and Dr. Boyce Lawton. Please join me in a round of applause to welcome our official party and honored guests. Next, I would like to acknowledge the team that has been instrumental in the growth and development of these young leaders commissioning today, the cadre and staff of the Southern Guards Battalion. I kindly ask these individuals to stand and please hold your applause until we introduce the entire team. Assistant Professor of Military Science, Captain David O'Rear. Senior Military Instructor, Mr. Stephen Doris. Recruiting Operations Officer, Mr. Simon Strickland. Human Resources Assistant, Ms. Stacy McMiller. And the Department Executive Assistant, Ms. Mary Edith Strickland. Please join me in thanking them for the contributions they have made to make this day possible. Today is a great day to be a soldier, and especially so for the cadets seated before you, as they are about to become officers in the Army of the United States. It is also an important day to acknowledge their families, friends, coaches, and educators of these cadets. For years, you have stood by these young Americans. You have been highly instrumental in their development as citizens, their evolution as leaders, and role models for their success. On behalf of the Southern Guards Battalion cadre and the soldiers who will look to your loved ones for leadership, we offer our humble appreciation. It is now my pleasure to introduce the host of today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Nicole Dell'Acchio.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. I will say first, it fills my heart to see this room filled with so many people today. Thank you all for being here and being part of this event. Today marks a defining moment, not just for these cadets, but for our nation. In a few moments, they will raise their right hands and take an oath of office. And that oath means something, that they've taken an oath not to a party, not to a person, but to the Constitution of the United States. That oath, like I said, it matters. It's what sets our military apart. It's a promise that regardless of the political winds, the values enshrined in that document remain our true north. Freedom, justice, equality. These are not just words, these are commitments. We live in challenging times. Division seems louder, politics more polarized. But as officers, you are called to rise above that noise. Your loyalty is to the Constitution, to the idea that all are created equal and deserve rights and protection just the same as others, and that it guarantees. Now, I want to take a moment here and speak from the heart as I prepare to retire after 24 years of service. I can honestly say that serving here in this position has been the most fulfilling assignment that I've had my time in the Army. There's no greater pride than spending the last final days offloading 2 decades of experience onto those who will carry the torch forward and watching them thrive in doing it. And to all the families that are here today, know that your cadets have become family to me. We work hard, we play hard, we support each other through every challenge, and we push each other to stay ready. That's right, so we don't have to get ready. I've had an absolute blast working alongside these young leaders, and I couldn't be more proud of the growth that each one of them has shown over the past couple of years that I've known them. And to the lieutenants, you guys got to hold that oath close. Lead with honor, serve with humility, and take care of your people. It's really that simple. My time in uniform may be coming to an end, but I'm confident I'm leaving the Army in good hands. And this year also marks a significant milestone for our program as we completed our first year with Gardner-Webb University underneath our umbrella as a partnering institution. That collaboration from our cadets in growing our program from 3 to 4 under our umbrella only strengthens our mission. And now it offers an opportunity for us to encourage more nursing students to participate in Army ROTC. And with that, I'm pleased to have with us today the interim provost and former dean of the College of Health Sciences for Gardner-Webb, Provost Dr. Nicole Waters, please.
Thank you. With deep respect and gratitude, I extend congratulations on behalf of Gardner-Webb University to our commissioning cadets, Camden Stratton and Silas Williams, and most importantly, to all cadets. This milestone signifies your courageous step forward into service and leadership. We express our gratitude to the Wofford College Army ROTC program for the mentorship and preparation you have prepared to these students. Strong partnerships like these enable our students to pursue both academic and military excellence. To those commissioned today, know that we are proud of you and thankful for your willingness to serve. May God bless each of you, your future service, and this great nation. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you, Dr. Waters. Before we move forward, I would also like to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to the faculty and staff here today from Wofford College. Your unwavering support and commitment to our cadets' development have been instrumental in their journeys. I especially appreciate those who are here today for the excusals, for the missing exams, and the things that ROTC sometimes conflicts with your courses. So I greatly appreciate all of you. And we are incredibly fortunate to be part of an institution that values leadership, integrity, and service just as much as we do. I would also like to extend a special thank you to Dr. Naif Samhat, the president of Wofford College, for his steadfast support, not only to the cadets here at Wofford, but also for those for our partnering institutions. His commitment to welcoming and caring for every cadet, regardless of their home campus, reflects a great spirit and unity in the shared purpose that defines this institution and our program. It is now my distinct honor to welcome to the podium Dr. Naif Samhat. Sir.
Thank you very much. As president of Wofford College, I'm honored to welcome you and to be here to witness the commissioning of this devoted, bright, and civically engaged group of women and men. We will all be following your progress as you serve our country as outstanding representatives of the Southern Guards Battalion. In 1919, in the aftermath of World War I, Wofford became one of the first church-related colleges in the United States to qualify for a Reserve Officers Training Corps unit. Today, you join an exceptional community of commissioned graduates from Wofford College, Converse University, Gardner-Webb University, and USC Upstate, who have and will continue to offer distinguished service to our nation and the communities in which you will live and work throughout your life. We recognize and celebrate you for committing to a noble cause, one that could very well turn into extraordinary opportunities for a fulfilling career in life. Today's speaker, retired Colonel Reginald Bostick, Wofford College class of 1988, who began his career in the U.S. Army that same year, understands this well. You can read the full biography in the program, but some highlights include a Bronze Star Medal, the Master Parachutist Badge, and more than 60 deployments over his 30 years in the military. His assignments have affected national security, counterintelligence, and technology protection. His rise to colonel included command of the 4th Psychological Operations Group and service as Special Assistant to the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He holds a master's degree from Troy State University and is currently a principal faculty specialist for the Applied Research Laboratory for Intelligence and Security at the University of Maryland. And he has been elected to the university's Special Committee on Policy Review. Colonel Bostick co-founded and is Executive Vice President of DMV Does Good, a nonprofit organization to address food insecurity in the Washington, D.C. area. He's also been active in philanthropy through his fraternity, Omega Psi Phi. Welcome home, Colonel Bostick. We're happy to have you back on campus and eager to learn more about your experience and service to our country.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for that kind introduction, President Sam Hack. Faculty, family, students, friends, and fellow officers, thank you for allowing me to be here today as we all bear witness to today's commissioning ceremony. I also would like to thank each and every one of you who will be commissioned this afternoon. Just like your families, I am immensely proud of you, and I welcome you into this new way of life. After today, you are forever my brothers and sisters who proudly wear the flag on our right sleeves. You see, there's a special kind of beauty in the flag itself. Without a doubt, it's the symbol of unity and freedom for our nation. But for those of us who wear it in our chosen professions, it evicts the strongest of emotions. It fuels our passion for who we are and what we represent and the intense love for our people. It in itself is the outward sign of our inner grace. It's also a consistent source of our collective pride, regardless of whether we are on land, whether we are on the seas, in the air, or in space. For those of us who serve, the flag and our anthem, it's etched in our hearts. And for this, we are all united and grateful to be in this perfect union. So from now on, when you see the flag, I want you to think about the first two lines of the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming? Francis Scott Key is calling our collective souls to the attention of our flag. In your selfless service, what you do today, is representative of the material that that flag is made of. It is representative of the thread that it is sewn with. It is representative of the halyard rope by which our flags are hosted. The most iconic images of my life as a soldier are captured by this poetic yet patriotic reality. Raising the flag at Iwo Jima, on the moon landing during the Apollo 11 mission, and at ground zero on 9/11. So thank you. Thank you for choosing to serve our nation. Thank you for joining the legion of us who have protected these national walls of freedom for over 249 years, 10 months, 13 days, 14 hours, and almost 30 minutes. I'm blessed to be in Leonard Auditorium with you today. This is an amazing day, the first day of your journey. But I'd also like to thank your families, not only just for being here today, but for instilling within you values. There's an African proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child. But when it comes to selfless service, I believe it takes a special and an exceptional family to raise a soldier. A family that is deeply rooted in integrity, compassion, interpersonal stability, and most of all, a family that celebrates the act of strength and sacrifice. So thank you. Thank you for raising patriots. I would also like to thank the cadre and staff who've made this day a tangible reality by coaching, teaching, and supporting our new brothers and sisters in almost every conceivable way. The commissioning ceremony in itself is truly sacred. It's steeped in honor and tradition and can be traced back to 1789, and it was reshaped in 1884 after the Civil War. Since then, those sacred words, they haven't changed much. But today, it will represent a significant change in your life. The oath from this point onward will signify the beginning of your life as an officer in the Army of the United States. So today, this is your first step in this new journey. And life truly is a journey. Even though some people think it's all about the destination, I couldn't disagree more. I promise you, you're going to celebrate the journey more than anything. The meaning of life for some people, it's kind of muddled. You know, it waxes and wanes. It depends on when you ask them. It depends on their circumstances or even the time of day when they think about it. But for those of us who serve a higher calling, it's a powerful collection of precious memories and experiences, all of which are interconnected, multi-layered, and constantly reconnecting us to our shared experiences of service. It is the journey, no doubt about it. And the journey is everything. You see, my journey started right here. My first visit to Wofford College was in October of 1983 when I was a senior in high school. I vividly recall walking up the steps of Old Main for the first time. Its majesty and simplicity would forever become this symbolic image of academic and spiritual excellence. Little did I know that this building, built in 1852, comprised of wood, mortar, brick, bondage, and blood would be etched in my soul for all of eternity. This building is not only symbolic of what is Wofford, but to me, it represents something much more. It is and will forever be where I took my first step. This is the place where I dedicated my life to selfless service, and it will forever bind us. On May the 11th of 1988, I sat right there. I was the 3rd cadet commissionee. I remember listening to the guest speaker, kind of listening. I raised my right hand. I took the oath from my professor of military science. And even though it was a busy day between, spending time with family and friends, getting ready for parties on campus and farewells, I remember my state of mind that day. I was kind of numb. I don't think I really felt the true power of the oath that I had just taken. 18 months later, the words of that oath manifested itself when I led men in combat in Operation Just Cause in Panama. It was through those actions that really brought the oath to life for me. It rapidly became more than just words that I recited, more than words on paper, but a clear and ever so powerful demonstration of action and my commitment to my nation and my people. It was on that day, the 20th of December of 1989, that I began to understand the oath represents deeds, not words. Acta non verba. In Latin, that means deeds, not words. And this is what our benefactors had wished for us to understand and incorporate in our service. It is this sacred commitment to uphold the principles and responsibilities of your role as a leader and a protector of this nation. You will affirm your dedication to the Constitution, your allegiance to the United States, your willingness to serve and defend our freedoms, even at great personal risk. You will pledge to serve faithfully and put the needs of our nation above your own at all times, no matter what the cost. And your leadership and actions from this day forward must always reflect a sound sense of duty and command authority, which provides you with the legal framework to execute operations. And where does that authority come from? It comes from the people of the United States, the people who you are sworn to protect. So by taking the oath today, you commit to act with honesty and integrity, honor every decision and every action on behalf of your fellow citizens. You will lead by example. You must uphold the highest standards of conduct on behalf of our fellow Americans. And like the hundreds of thousands of Americans who serve, the oath also acknowledges that service will often require personal sacrifice on many levels, including risking your life to defend its country and its ideals. In essence, the oath of office is a solemn vow to serve and uphold the Constitution while simultaneously leading with honor. This lifelong commitment will guide your every action as an officer and as a citizen, doing every step of this perfectly beautiful journey. And finally, I want to leave you with this. The history of humankind has always depended upon those who were prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice for their fellow citizens. And in that spirit, I would ask you to embrace this voyage of inspiration, because it will continue to feed your soul for all eternity. Selfless service is your sextant, and you can depend on it to triangulate your enduring direction in darkness. It will always provide a guiding light for every move forward, a powerful light, which is deep and meaningful. And because of this, I want you to know that you are truly special. And you're special because you've chosen to honor an age-old tradition that will boost your self-worth. It will forever satisfy the universal desire to create close bonds with like-minded men and women across this nation. Bonds that will never break, despite adversity, despite hardship, despite loss of life. We choose, you choose to serve, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. Thank you again for allowing me to be in your presence today. God bless you all. God bless America. Verbum vincit. Rangers lead the way. Death from above. And always remember, acta non verba. Thank you.
Colonel Bostic, the Southern Guards Battalion, has a small token of our appreciation for sharing those words of wisdom with us today.
We also have a plaque here for Dr. Waters as she exits her position from the Health Sciences Dean role for us to host in your nursing departments. Just thank you for your support.
Today's ceremony is rich in tradition and entails 3 critical parts: taking the oath of office, the pinning of rank bearing the gold bar of second lieutenant, and the receiving of the officer's first salute from a member of the armed forces. Army officers live under a strong and inspiring code. It guides their standards of official and personal conduct. This code includes loyalty to the Constitution, personal trustworthiness, and honor. As part of this time-honored ceremony, each cadet will have a commissioned officer of his or her choice administer the oath of office. All officers of the armed forces swear the same oath as they enter a life of selfless service. I ask that during the administering of the oath, you remain seated. Next, they will receive their rank in the pinning ceremony. Family members or friends of their choosing will place the rank of second lieutenant on their shoulders. In the final stage of the ceremony, the newly commissioned second lieutenant will render his or her first salute. The first salute is a tradition in which newly commissioned military officers give a silver dollar to the service member from who they receive the first salute of their career. It extends honor and reverence to a person who has inspired, supported, and selflessly led others. After the first salute ceremony, they will receive their oath of office certificate. Nearly 250 years ago, on June 14, 1775, the Continental Congress sent out a proclamation to establish a standing army. When this proclamation reached the group of irregular militiamen that had recently pushed the British Army back to Boston, they were encamped on the grounds of Harvard College in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The militiamen were there at the request of the president and faculty of what is known today as Harvard University. Thus, the United States Army was born on a college campus. Therefore, there is not a better place to commission the next generation of Army leadership than right here on the campus of Wofford College. With that said, let's commission the class of 2025. For those of you who are giving the oath of office, pinning the gold bars, and giving the first salute, please begin to make your way up the stairs when you hear your commissionee's name. Pardon me, to the stairs. We would like to ask that everyone take their time and be careful making your way up the stairs. Cadet Simon Holland earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in International Affairs with a minor in Arabic, concentrating in Middle Eastern and North African Studies from Wofford College. He will serve as an infantry officer on active duty. Captain David O'Rear will administer the oath of office.
I, Simon Augustus Holland, do solemnly swear do solemnly swear
to support and defend
to support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
and I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which
of the office upon which
I am about to enter.
I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Second Lieutenant Holland will be pinned by his father, Peter Holland, and his significant other, Triana Copeland. Second Lieutenant Holland, oh, pardon me. Second Lieutenant Holland will receive his first salute from Master Sergeant Retired Franklin Tavares. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate. Lieutenant Holland, the floor is yours.
First, I would like to thank my friends and family. I do not come from a military family, so this has all been new to me. I know it's been new to y'all too, and y'all have been very supportive. And I'd also like to thank my Wofford ROTC family for showing me what the Army is and helping me all along the way and teaching me lessons that I'll take with me throughout life. So thank you.
Cadet Grant Jones earned his Bachelor of Arts degree in Computer Information Systems from the University of South Carolina, upstate. He will serve as a Transportation Corps officer on active duty. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will administer the oath of office.
Your right hand, repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, William Grant Jones,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office
of the office
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Pinning Second Lieutenant Jones are his parents, William and Laura Jones. Second Lieutenant Jones will receive his first salute from his grandfather, Petty Officer, 3rd Class, Robert Pearson. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate. Lieutenant Jones, the floor is yours.
Really just want to say thank you to everyone who has helped me get to this point. To my parents who have been there through everything, the early mornings, the late nights, the doubts, and the wins. I really couldn't have done it without you. And a thank you to my grandparents for your encouragement and your support. I've been waiting on this day for a very long time, and I'm excited to move forward in this journey. I'm incredibly grateful, and I will do my best to make you all proud. And then one final thank you to the cadre of this program and to my fellow cadets. Best wishes to you all, always. Thank you.
Cadet Daniel Cowan earned his Master's of Science degree in Business Analytics from the University of South Carolina Upstate. He will serve as a Medical Service Corps officer on active duty. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I bear true faith
and I bear true faith
and allegiance to the
and
same,
allegiance to the same,
and that I take this obligation freely
it is obligation free,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will and faithfully
and I will and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office
of the office
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
Pinning Second Lieutenant Cowan will be his wife, Kristen Cowan, and his son, Wrigley Cowan. Second Lieutenant Cowan will receive his first salute from Cadet Robert Joseph. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate.
An ugly cry photo. Here we go.
Lieutenant Cowan, the floor is yours.
I didn't prepare like Jones did. Good job, Jones. Thank you all for being here. Whether you're here for me or not, thank you for being here. It means a lot to all of us to see this kind of support and continue to support as you go on. Something I've seen in my few years in the Army is this support kind of fades away over time. It turns into when you're coming back home and they're about to go find a new home. So continue to have this support for all these cadets and new lieutenants past today. It'll mean the world to them. Thank you for my support team over here. This massive corner over here is mine. My in-laws, my parents, and I got one of my siblings over here. My family, it was great to see all y'all here. Thanks for being here. I enjoyed my time here. I'm the dad of the bunch. I'm older than the rest of them, so I taught them stuff. They taught me a lot more, how to like learn this new little jargon and stuff like that. So thanks to my cadets, appreciate y'all. And to ma'am and the entire Delacchio family. I wouldn't be here without the Delacchio family. They mean a lot to me, so thank you all. Appreciate it.
Cadet Perry Lowe earned his Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies degree from the University of South Carolina Upstate. He will serve as an engineer officer with the South Carolina Army National Guard. Captain O'Rear will administer the oath of office.
I, Walter Perry Lowe, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon the office of which I am about to enter. So help me God.
Penning Second Lieutenant Lowe will be his wife, Elizabeth Lowe. Second Lieutenant Lowe will receive his first salute from Sergeant First Class Samantha Wyatt. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate. Lieutenant Lowe, the floor is yours.
All right. I too did not prepare, but I would like to thank my family. I would not be here if it wasn't for their support through thick and thin. To my friends, my peers, Cadre, Sergeant Wyatt, I would not be the leader I am today without your guidance, without your mentoring. And I thank you all for coming today. Thank you.
Cadet Jonathan Olson earned his Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies degree with a minor in criminal justice from the University of South Carolina Upstate. He will serve as an Ordnance Corps officer on active duty. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. State your full name. Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I bear true faith
and allegiance to the
and
same,
allegiance to the same.
that I take this obligation freely
That I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office
of the office
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Pinning Second Lieutenant Olson will be his grandfathers, former Petty Officer Gary Olson and former Sergeant Pat Best. Second Lieutenant Olson will receive his first salute from Sergeant Pat Best. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate. Lieutenant Olson, the floor is yours.
Well, like the other two, I did not prepare. I like to thank my family, my friends, ma'am, sir. Yeah, that's all I got. Remarks complete.
Cadet Kirsten Schroyer earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in History from Converse University. She will serve as an engineer officer on active duty. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. State your full name.
I, Kirsten Schroyer,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office
of the office
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Pinning Second Lieutenant Schroyer is her husband, Specialist Jacob Corbin, and mother, Nicole Schroyer. Second Lieutenant Schroyer will receive her first salute from her father, Chief Petty Officer retired Seth Schroyer. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate.
Okay, we made it.
Lieutenant Schroyer, the floor is yours.
People keep asking me what I would do if I didn't commission. I guess we'll never know.
Cadet Daniel Stewart earned his Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies degree from the University of South Carolina, upstate. He will serve as an ordnance officer on active duty. Captain O'Rear will administer the oath of office.
Raise your hand and repeat after me. I state your name. I, Daniel Stewart, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation, for purpose of evasion, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So here we go.
Pinning Second Lieutenant Stewart are his girlfriend, Lauren Hall, and father, Daniel Stewart Sr. Second Lieutenant Stewart will receive his first salute from Master Sergeant Solomon. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate. Lieutenant Stewart, the floor is yours.
I also did not prepare a speech, everyone, but I really want to give a special shout out to my family for making it here, especially my uncle for traveling across the nation, all the way from Fort Carson, Colorado. Thanks to all the cadets. Well, I say brothers and sisters in arms. I really appreciate you guys. Special thanks to ma'am for being on my back and pushing me, like really, really pushing me. Y'all know it. And that's all I have. Thank you, guys.
Cadet Julia Slaughter earned her Bachelor of Science degree in biology from Wofford College. She was selected for an educational delay and will attend South Dakota State University's professional program in veterinary medicine. Rear Admiral retired Harry Rittenauer will administer the oath of office.
state your full name.
I, Julia M. Slaughter,
Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States
having been appointed an officer in the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation,
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion.
And I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which
I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which
which I'm about to enter, so help me God.
which I'm about to enter, so help me God.
Pinning Second Lieutenant Slaughter are her parents, John and Shannon Slaughter.
We'll make my mistake for after, brother.
Second Lieutenant Slaughter will receive her first salute from Master Sergeant Retired Franklin Taveras. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate. Lieutenant Slaughter, the floor is yours.
I'm going to keep this quick because nobody wants to hear me cry speak. I would just like to thank my family and my friends and my peers here at Wofford and all of the professors that have taught me, whether it's informally or formally. All of you have made such an impact on my life, and without your guys' support and belief in me, I wouldn't be here, and I definitely wouldn't be becoming a doctor. To my peers, you guys are going to do incredibly, and I will miss you, no matter how much I've joked. And to those that have been with me since the very beginning, freshman year, those special few, we made it, we did it, and I'm really proud of you guys. That's all, thank you.
Cadet Camden Stratton earned his Bachelor of Science degree in nursing with a minor in military science from Gardner-Webb University. He will serve as a Nurse Corps officer on active duty. Lieutenant Colonel Retired Simon Strickland will administer the oath of office.
I, state your full name.
I, Andy Christian,
Having been appointed an officer
having been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the
duties
of the office upon which
I'm about to enter.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Pinning Second Lieutenant Stratton are his parents, Craig and Christina Stratton, and his wife, Emily Stratton. Second Lieutenant Stratton will receive his first salute from his grandfather, retired Senior Airman Milton Stratton. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate. Lieutenant Stratton, the floor is yours.
I'll say what everyone else has said. Thank you so much for just being here and supporting me and or the other cadets that are here. Thank you to my family who all made it out. Thank you to my wife, Emily, who has supported me on weekends and summers that we have been separated with military obligations. Thank you to Dr. Cox of Gardner Webb, who has streamlined the program for us and made it possible. And thank you to all the cadre here who has also made it possible for the integration of Gardner Webb into the Wofford Battalion. We're so grateful to be here. So thank you.
Cadet Jamira Wilkins earned her Bachelor of Interdisciplinary Studies degree from the University of South Carolina Upstate. She will serve as an Adjutant General Corps officer on active duty. Lieutenant Colonel Julian Milligan will administer the oath of office.
Please right hand together me. I state your full name.
I, Jamira Wilkins,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution
that I will support and defend the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
and I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
Where I take this obligation freely,
I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
without any mental reservation, purpose, or evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
and I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office
of the office
of Second Lieutenant
of Second Lieutenant
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Pinning Second Lieutenant Wilkins are her parents, Capricia McQueen and Antoine Wilkins. Second Lieutenant Wilkins will receive her first salute from retired Gunnery Sergeant Lysander Henry. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate. Lieutenant Wilkins, the floor is yours.
I really just want to thank my family and friends that traveled very far to come see me. Their support really pushes me a lot in everything I do. And I'm not going to say anymore because I'm going to cry, but I really appreciate every single one of y'all and thank y'all for coming. Thank you.
Cadet Silas Williams earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Physical Education and Health Education with a minor in Professional Education from Gardner-Webb University. He will serve as a Military Police Corps officer with the North Carolina Army National Guard. Colonel retired Stephen Doris will administer the oath of office.
I state your full name.
I, Silas P. Williams,
Having been appointed an officer
having been appointed officer
in the Army of the United States,
in the Army of the United States,
and grade second lieutenant,
and grade second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which
of the office upon which
I am about to enter.
I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Pinning Second Lieutenant Williams will be his mother, Simone Williams. Second Lieutenant Williams will receive his first salute from Master Sergeant Retired Ted Craig. Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now present the commissioning certificate. Lieutenant Williams, the floor is yours.
I'm the last one, so I'll make sure this isn't too long. Just want to thank God. Thank you, my family, mom and dad, Sophia, Sarai, Salman, Sylvester. Thank you all for your support. Tassie, thank you for your support, your love. To my fellow Wofford, Upstate, Converse, and of course, Camden. It's been a long 4 years. Thank you. Thank you to Professor Brummett. Thank you to Dr. Cox. And thank you to all the cadre of the past. Of course, the cadre on stage, Captain Taylor, Major Marisic, Major Meisner. Thank you.
Lieutenant Colonel Delacchio will now come forward to give 2 special presentations.
2 special presentations off script. If I could please have Second Lieutenant Cowan join me on the stage. And Second Lieutenant Schroyer, if you could please join Cowan on the stage. So we saw me get a little emotional for this one, but I personally recruited Daniel into the program. He served under my partner, my wife's leadership. He was one of her medics. Proud to bring him into the medical service corps, but he came here and outshined further than I could have imagined. So we appreciate everything that Daniel has done for the program. He finished his tour here as a cadet commander for the program. And so to wish him farewell in proper military tradition, we present the commander his own guidon to take the flag with him. It says, presented to Second Lieutenant Daniel Cowan in recognition for your exceptional leadership, unwavering dedication, and exemplary service as cadet commander. Your commitment to excellence and steadfast guidance have profoundly impacted your peers in the program. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Congratulations. He's probably the only officer in the Army that has a flag with his cadet rank, actually framed into it. So that's going to be a good thing. Okay. Yeah, you can. Come here, Schroyer. So every year we have a tradition, or we decide it anyway, with new officers. We give the top officer in the class a saber. It's a tradition in the military for the officer to have saber. And for those of you familiar with the military history and customs, it actually is part of the uniform. Something that we typically don't see the officer have maybe until the field grade rank. So we want to make sure that we set our trailblazers forward. And I had a really good problem to have this past academic year because I had so many rock stars, I had so many awards to give out. So we had the opportunity to acknowledge Cadet Sullivan last night at graduation publicly, where we presented her with a saber. Katie will go on to training this summer. She was a part of this class, and I wanted to include her today in the ceremony. So appreciate you for emceeing the event and allowing us the opportunity to present you your saber. We're much well deserving. And I present this officer saber to my executive officer, who was my rock the entire semester. And this year I appreciate your friendship, and I'm looking forward to see all the great things that you do. So we had your saber engraved with your name on it. All right, so take that and get it in your office. And Katie, like I said, Katie had to overcome a couple of things personally last summer, and so she's getting ready to go on a new adventure. She's going to go to training this summer, and I'd also like to acknowledge her here as being part of this class. Katie was nominated for a foreign scholarship. She was selected and is going to go study is going to be a teaching assistant and teach in Taiwan as a Fulbright scholar. She was inducted to Phi Beta Kappa, which is our most prestigious National Honor Society here, the chapter here at the college. And she's graduating tomorrow with a perfect 4.0. So let's give her a round. She's been studying abroad in China and going to Taiwan and all sorts of stuff. So I present you with the Commander's Point of Excellence. I want to give you a hug. I screwed this up at the military ball, but I know that she's going to go on. She's studying international affairs, and she's a Chinese language double major as well. So I know that she's going to go do great things in the interest of national security, and she will undoubtedly branch into the military intelligence branch. So I'm going to safely, she's a bit of a What's the word I'm looking for?
Overthinker?
No. No. Yeah, she thinks it's gonna be bad luck, so I'm gonna give these to mom and dad. You hold on to those, and when the time comes, we'll pin those military intelligence branch scores on those shoulders for you. So, thank you for appreciate it.
At this time, Captain O'Rear will come forward for a special presentation.
Perfect. So as you guys heard, Colonel Delacchio is bringing her career to a close. And so, in true customary Army fashion, we have to give her something large and obnoxious to hang on the wall. But I'm not going to take credit for this. This comes from the cadre and the cadets, and 95% of the work comes from Mary, of course, normally is. But ma'am, if you would please, we wanted to present you with something. There's no better way to retire from the Army than to put new officers in. So you will hear. To Lieutenant Colonel Nicole N. Delacchio, Professor of Military Science in the Southern Guards Battalion, from the cadets, cadre, and staff of the Southern Guards, thank you for your dedicated service to this battalion, to the Army of the United States through multiple deployments and challenging assignments. You have been steadfast leading soldiers and ensuring mission accomplishment. It's with grateful hearts that we bid you and your family farewell. And ma'am, thanks for all that you've done. Good luck playing coaching rugby in Colorado and riding off into the sunset with some greener pastures. That's awesome. Wow, I didn't expect that. Thank you very much. I appreciate all
Congratulations to the class of 2025. It's been an honor doing the last 4 years with y'all. Many labs, many FTXs. I'm so excited to see what y'all do. Please keep in touch with me. I'm going to miss you guys. Newly commissioned officers, on your feet. At this time, the official party would like to congratulate the new second lieutenants and present them with a small gift. Army officers are expected to be lifelong learners, so one of the gifts we are presenting the new lieutenants is a book signed by the cadre.
Maybe we didn't really plan this that well. Let's make sure we don't fall off. There's some good TTPs in there. Yeah. We got this. We didn't really think this through. Okay, that's fine. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. You did great things. Read that book. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present the Army's newest second lieutenants. Please remain standing for the playing of the Army song. The lyrics may be found on the back of your program. Following the Army song, please remain standing for the benediction by Lieutenant Colonel Devine and the departure of the official party and newly commissioned officers. Long, sing our song with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might. And the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. It's high, high, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. Wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along. Lieutenant Colonel Devine. Lieutenant Colonel Devine.
What a great day for our nation. Receive now the benediction. And now may the heart of service of these new officers inspire our service to others as we go in the blessing, grace, and peace of God. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Southern Guards Spring Commissioning Ceremony. We thank you for sharing this proud day with us. Please join us for a reception in the foyer of the Rosalind Salinger Richardson Fine Arts Building. Thank you.